Good morning, students of class 3. Students, I'm sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, please take out your English notebook and your Wordsworth English Reader book. Turn the book to page number 99 as I'll be continuing with lesson 11, Garima Goes to School. Students, please take out your English notebook and your Wordsworth English Reader book. Turn the page to page 99 as I'll be continuing with lesson 11, Garima Goes to School. Students, in my last video, I had started with exercise A of comprehension, that is, based on your reading of the story, answer the following question, and I had explained and written question and answer 1. Not today. I'll be reading this lesson once again for you, and then I'll be continuing with the question and answers. So please turn the book to page 99, lesson 11, Garima Goes to School. Garima and Keshav are twins. Their father was a shopkeeper and mother was a housewife. Garima helped her mother in the kitchen. She was often asked to mop the floor or clean the pots. On the other hand, Keshav was never called to do any household work. He would laze around the house and play with the mobile phone. Even during the examination time, only Garima had to help her mother. She would be disturbed as there was not much time left to study. This made Garima very irritated sometimes. After a few days, the children's mother fell ill. She was admitted in a hospital. The medicines were expensive. Her treatment took a long time. Garima's father could not bear the responsibility of education of both the children as well as continue the treatment of their mother. He decided to discontinue Garima's education, although she was a brilliant student and always excelled in her class. Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher, was shocked to know about her dropping out of the school. He decided to meet her parents. He took the address from the school office and reached Garima's house. Keshav opened the door and came out. "I am Garima's teacher," Mr. Pradeep said. The boy let him come in. Mr. Pradeep entered a small room where he saw Garima's mother lying on the bed. Garima was cooking food in the kitchen. She came out and wished her teacher. She brought tea and water for him. On the other hand, her brother continued playing games on the mobile phone. When Mr. Pradeep talked to Garima's mother about her education, she told the reason why Garima had to discontinue her study. Mr. Pradeep comforted her mother and decided to talk to her father. He met the children's father the following day and asked him, "Why did you discontinue Garima's education?" "She's such a bright girl," Garima's father replied. "She is a girl. What is the use of her studying? She just needs to learn how to cook and look after the house." Mr. Pradeep disagreed. "This is not true. Girls are always equal to boys and have the capability to do everything that boys can." "That may be true, but I don't have the money to send Garima to school," said Garima's father. Mr. Pradeep felt saddened by Garima's plight and decided to help her in any way he could. The next day, Mr. Pradeep talked to the school principal about Garima's situation. Both of them, along with the other teachers, decided to help Garima. They contacted some organization who give help for girls' education and raised funds for her so that Garima could continue her studies. Soon Garima rejoined school. Her parents were thankful to Mr. Pradeep for his efforts and finally realized the importance of educating girls. Now students, I'm going to start with the question and answers. Everybody, please take out your English notebook, turn the book to page number 101. Exercise A of comprehension. Based on your reading of the story, answer the following question. I have already written and explained the first question and answer. First of all, I'm going to revise the first question and then I'm going to start with the rest of the question and answers. Question 1. What were Garima and Keshav's jobs in the house? The answer is Garima helped her mother in the kitchen. She mopped the floor or cleaned the room, while Keshav was never called to do any household work. He would laze around the house and play with the mobile phone. Question 1. What were Garima and Keshav's job in the house? The answer is Garima helped her mother in the kitchen. She mopped the floor or cleaned the room. While Keshav was never called to do any household work, he would laze around the house and play with the mobile phone. Now students, question number 2. Please take out your English notebooks. Now we are going to start with the second question. And question 2 is, why did Garima's father discontinue her studies? Why did Garima's father discontinue her studies? Discontinues मतलब कि कोई भी चीज जो बीच में ही छोड़ देना, है ना। जैसे कंटिन्यू करना मतलब चलती रहना, लेकिन यहाँ पे पढ़ाई बीच में छोड़ देने को, कोई भी चीज बीच में छोड़ देने को डिसकंटिन्यू कहते हैं। स्टडीज तो ऑल ऑफ यू नो, पढ़ाई। सो द आंसर इज Garima's answer number 2. Garima's father could not bear. Here bear means to bear the responsibility. वो BARNL वाला bear नहीं है. Bear the support करना, ये वो वाला bear है. Bear the responsibility of education of both the children as well as continue the treatment large of their mother so he discontinued her studies. This is answer 2. Question 2. Why did Garima's father discontinue her studies? The answer is Garima's father could not bear, B-E-A-R, bear the responsibility of education of both the children as well as continue the treatment of their mother, so he discontinued her studies. Now students, you need to keep in mind that there is an apostrophe S in Garima. After Garima, put a sign of apostrophe, then S, then the spelling of responsibility, R-E-S-P-O-N-S-I-B-I-L-I-T-Y, responsibility, education, E-D-U-C-A-T-I-O-N, treatment, T-R-E-A-T-M-E-N-T. So, and discontinued, spelling is there in the question, you simply have to add D because हमारा answer past tense में. So once again I am repeating this answer and then I will be erasing this answer. Answer 2. Garima's father could not bear the responsibility of education of both the children as well as continue the treatment of their mother, so he discontinued her studies. So I am sure everybody must have written this answer too. So now I am going to erase the board and write question number 3. And children, please draw a parting line neatly using a scale and pencil after each answer. Fine? Okay. So I hope everybody has written answer 2. Now I am going to erase the board and write answer 3. Please be careful about your spelling, students. Now, question number 3. Question 3. Who was concerned about Garima? First part of the question is, who was concerned about Garima? And then the second part of the question is, what did he do to help her? What did he do to help her? Now, who was concerned about Garima? Garima के लिए बेटा कौन concerned था, है ना? So as we have read in the lesson, Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher. So the answer will be Mr. Pradeep. Pradeep's P will be capital as it's a proper noun. Mr. Pradeep, comma, Garima's apostrophe S again. Science teacher, science S will be capital. Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher, was concerned about Garima. Full stop. Now, what did he do to help her? जब उनको पता लगा कि गरिमा ने बीच में पढ़ाई छोड़ दी है तो उस गरिमा की हेल्प करने के लिए उन्होंने क्या? He decided to meet her parents. He decided to meet her parents. full stop. This is the answer. Who was concerned about Garima? The answer is Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher was concerned about Garima. Then the second part of the question is, what did he do to help her? So he decided to meet her parents, है ना? वो कंसर्न थे, इसीलिए उन्होंने सोचा कि मैं पेरेंट्स से मिलता हूँ, then maybe I can find a solution that Garima can continue with her study. So first he spoke to the mother, then he went and spoke to the father. So answer 3 is Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher, was concerned about Garima. He decided to meet her parents. Fine. Write fast, students. Please write this. After this, I'm going to erase and start with the fourth question. Now, please ensure that you draw a parting line on the line using a scale and pencil. So, who was concerned about Garima? What did he do to help her? The answer is Mr. Pradeep, Garima's science teacher, was concerned about Garima. He decided to meet her parents. I'm sure everybody has written this question and answer. So now I'm going to erase this and write the fourth question. Now, question number 4. Question 4 is, how did the school authorities help Garima? अब स्कूल जब प्रदीप सर गरिमा के पेरेंट्स से बात हुई, then he spoke to the principal. He told the principal about Garima's condition, that her mother was not well, father was not having enough money to continue her education. So after that, स्कूल वालों ने क्या किया? The answer is they. यहाँ पे स्कूल अथॉरिटीज के लिए हम कौन सा बेटा प्रोनाउन यूज करेंगे? They contacted some organizations. They contacted some organizations who give help for girls, GIRLS, and after S apostrophe. हमने apostrophe वाले ग्रामर में पढ़ा है ना कि प्लूरल में S के बाद लगता है, तो यहाँ भी आप S के बाद में लगाएंगे. गर्ल्स एजुकेशन and raised funds for her so that Garima could continue her studies. So, the question is, how did the school authorities help Garima? The answer is they contacted, contacted, contacted some organization, organisations, organization who give help for girls education. In girls, please ensure that you put the apostrophe after S. Education, education, and raised funds, funds, funds for her so that Garima could continue her studies. Question 4. How did the school authorities help Garima? The answer is they contacted some organizations who give help for girls' education and raised funds for her so that Garima could continue her studies. So I hope everybody has written question and answer. 4th, students, please write fast so that I can erase this and write the next question. Fine? Write fast and please ensure that you draw a parting line after each answer using a scale and pencil. Let all of you please draw a parting line using a scale and pencil. Fine? Again I am repeating the answer. They contacted some organization who give help for girls' education and raised funds for her so that Garima could continue her studies. Fine? So now I'm going to erase the board and then I'm going to write the last question of this exercise, that is question number 5. And question 5, students, is what do we learn? What do we learn from this story? इस स्टोरी से हमने क्या लर्न किया? हाँ? What do we learn from this story? So, सबसे पहला point to keep in mind is that girls and boys are equal. ये स्टोरी हमको यही बताती है ना कि कोई superior नहीं है, both are equal. So, the answer is we learn from this story, we learn from this story that girls are equal. Girls are equal to boys and have the capability capability to do everything, that boys can. So, the last question of this exercise, question 5, what do we learn from this story? The answer is, we learn from the story that girls are equal to boys. Girls boys के equal हैं and have the capability. और लड़कियों में वो सारी क्षमता है जो ऐसा कोई काम नहीं है कि जो लड़कियां नहीं कर सकती. जो सारे काम लड़के कर सकते हैं वो गर्ल्स भी कर सकती हैं. हमें कभी डिफरेंशिएट नहीं करना चाहिए कि घर का काम लड़कियां करेंगी, बाहर का बॉयज. नो, दोनों इक्वली करेंगे. घर का काम बॉयज भी कर सकते हैं, घर का काम गर्ल्स भी कर सकती है, बाहर का काम बॉयज भी कर सकते हैं, गर्ल्स भी. So, we learn from the story that girls are equal to boys and have the capability to do everything that boys can. The spelling of capability is CAPABILITY. Fine. So, I hope everyone has done this. Now, with this, we have finished exercise A of comprehension. Now, I am going to raise the students and start with exercise B. Exercise B of comprehension. Now, exercise B is think and write. Think and write. Yes or no for the following questions. हमें क्वेश्चन को पढ़ना है, सोचना है और फिर आंसर्स में यस या नो लिखना है. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. Is it right to discriminate? Discriminate मतलब फर्क करना, किसी को अच्छा मानना, किसी को बुरा मानना. Discriminate between a boy and a girl. क्या ये सही है कि हमें बॉय और गर्ल में फर्क करना चाहिए? हमें बॉय को अच्छा मानना चाहिए, बोलना चाहिए कि नहीं गर्ल उतनी अच्छी नहीं, या गर्ल को अच्छा मानना चाहिए, कहना चाहिए बॉय उतना अच्छा नहीं? सो क्या इज इट राइट? क्या ये सही है? कुछ लोग जो गर्ल्स और बॉयज में फर्क करते हैं, आर दे डूइंग राइट? हाँ. सो द आंसर इज, हमें खाली यस और नो में आंसर करना है. So the answer is no, because boys and girls both are equal. We don't have the right to discriminate. हम उनमें फर्क नहीं कर सकते. So everybody write no in the first answer and please draw parting line after each answer. So is it right to discriminate between a boy and girl? The answer is no. Then question number 2. Should a boy know how to cook food and sweep the floor? Should a boy know how to cook food and sweep the floor? क्या किसी भी लड़के को खाना बनाना आना चाहिए और घर में जो झाड़ू लगाना है वो आना चाहिए कि नहीं? झाड़ू पोछा करना आना चाहिए कि नहीं? सो द आंसर इज यस. Even the boys should also know how to cook and sweep the floor. घर की झाड़ू लगाने का काम भी बॉयज को आना चाहिए और खाना बनाना भी आना चाहिए. बिकॉज नेवर नो कब क्या जरूरत आ पड़े. somebody has to work. अगर आएगा तो there will be no problem. Fine. So the answer is yes. Should a boy know how to cook food and sweep the floor? The answer is yes. Now the next question. Question 3. Is the education of a boy more important than the education of a girl. क्या बॉय का एजुकेशन होना जरूरी है, गर्ल का नहीं होना चाहिए? सो द आंसर इज नो. दोनों का एजुकेशन इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है. द आंसर इज नो. इज द एजुकेशन ऑफ द बॉय मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन द एजुकेशन ऑफ द गर्ल? क्या बॉय का एजुकेशन गर्ल के एजुकेशन से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है? द आंसर इज नो. राइट? नो. फाइन. सो I hope all of you have written these 3 question and answers in your English notebook, and please ensure that you draw a parting line after each answer. Fine? So that's all for today, students. I'm sure all of you will complete these taught question and answers in your English notebook. That's all for today, students. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.